You can't hear me. There you go. Right, let's try again, shall we? So, today being Wednesday, it's been a long week. But today is likely the last of this bookmark. Now, with any luck, bookmarks are arriving. Actually, is that what's in that parcel? I don't think it is. I think this is the lady who makes my lake. That's right, I completely forgot about it. I have a couple of things on order, as you do. Well, as I do, because I don't go out. And something arrived today, and it suddenly dawned on me, I didn't open it. Now, the two things on order, I have a number of buck point bookmarks on order, so I can look at scales and I can see other things that people do in a little bit more detail, because frankly, bucks point stuff pattern wise on the internet seems kind of as rare as rocking horse poo, and I don't quite understand why they're quite so rare. I mean, torsion ones are literally everywhere. There's torsion stuff left, right and centre, and there's free stuff, paid for stuff, the whole works. But when it comes to bucks point, there is stuff. Blimey, it's a bit more than I thought. Okay. Ooh, and a sparkly brown thing. I have a sparkly brown thing. Okay. Oh no, that is right. Just looks bigger than I was expecting for some reason. Okay, so for my blue pillow that we all know and love so much, with the square in the middle where I'm making my squares, the lady who makes the pillows announced that the company who currently make the pillows is not going to do it no more. And obviously, being early on in the stage of making my net curtain and not wishing to kind of shoot myself in the foot, she said that she's selling, well, she was selling, she's sold them all now, basically the foam bits that are inside it. And that we could buy them pretty cheap. So I did. I bought one. Because I thought it would be better to have a spare than to get to, like, you know, square number 19 or, well, square number 17 or so, or halfway through number 18, and for it to kind of die. So, with that in mind, I bought spare ones. So, that was that, and it came with a free gift of bronze coloured thread. And I have nothing against that whatsoever. I like freebies, who doesn't? And if you look, it is a kind of, actually you can't look because I'm showing you the pillow. Here you go. If you look, it is a kind of bronze. I mean, obviously it's shiny because it's got a little cover on it, but it is, even if you look at this top bit above my thumb, it's kind of a slightly shiny, kind of bronze colour. It's kind of shiny poo colour, but it is kind of shiny bronze colour, which is kind of shiny poo colour. So that's a thing. So as you can see, I'm kind of near the bomb because the bomb's here. So hopefully today we will complete the bookmark. If not, it'll be really close. Is my plan. Hang on. No, this is right. That's right. Just as you know, visibility is low, and for some reason, my brain suddenly went, "I haven't done the thing yet." You have. It's the one above it. Picos. Cinched up the thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, with any luck, we get. Don't you be licking that, my man. looking hopeful. That was my dinner plate. Let me cinch you up, push you down, because that's how this works out. Twisty, twisty. Over, under, and then we hold you over here, and we do twisty, twisty, and pull you over and do twisty, twisty. Get out. And I have a dog on my arm. You're a good boy, mostly. You are. Come on. Miss, you are slightly less good because you trample and stomp and smash and maul and headbutt and whine. Whine. Come on. Both of you. Enough now. Go on. Off you go. You lie down. You lie down. You lie down behind me. That's the good spot for the dog today. And then we'll scoop you up momentarily. And put you over there. And we will. You see, it really is so hard to see what you're doing. 1, 2, 3. I think I may have worked out the gauge for this. I think this is 1/16 of an inch. That seems to give me near as damn it anyway. It is pretty damn close, if nothing else. If it's not 1/16 of an inch, as I say, it's real frigging close. And part of me thinks that it is more likely to be an imperial than metric, i.e. inches, for some reason. And that's you. It's not as clear which pair goes to which pin torsion, like I mentioned yesterday. It is easier to forget up a bit. So that gives you 3 pairs going in. So over, under, over, under, over, under. You can now come over here and we'll give you a tweak, 1, 2, 3, tweak, 1, 2, 3, tweak, 1, 2, 3. And that's you sorted. And you can go over there for a minute. Now, your spare, you're in the middle. You're in the middle. Hang on. Oh, I've done the last one. You are the last one. In which case... In which case I need to untwiddle you. Because... And I need to slice you out. Rory, it's just, can you get your face out of it? You're just not helping, my man. I love you dearly. I really, really do. Properly and with all my heart. But you're not helping. It's not a helpful dog thing. I do not need international dog rescue. And where's my... That's better. I was going to say, what is my fault? Let's go back. So... You also need to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Why are you untwisting them, Liz? Well, because I'm stupid. this one is where it should be, actually. So that one was alright. It's this one that now needs to take this through like this, so that they have gone all the way across the butt end. And then we kind of go goodbye and chuck them, really. Goodbye and chuck them. Because we've finished the bit in the middle. Now we need to tighten them. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We'll give you two a bit of a tweak so that you can finish your thing. Actually, I think this one is more fucked up than I thought. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I think I need to undo these because I think I need to undo these twisty bits. Because I do. Because there shouldn't be twisty bits between the old one and the new one. 1, 2, 3. So now you go through and you go under, over, over. And now you'll lay flat with the other one because, well, now there's no twisty bits in the way. And then you go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And we look and check that there were no twisty bits the other side. No, they look flat. They look pretty flat, so that's a good sign. And what we can do is wonder why I got a text message. So we can do a bit more work this side to get to the bottom. So let's have a look. We have you and you, and you have to fill that one. So 1, 2, 3. And we have pins. Actually, let's start stealing some of these pins at the back because they're already here and they've got to come out anyway. You then go in there, and 1, 2, 3. There's a reason why I'm doing these. These will help keep this where it should be, because they'll be snugged up and then it will kind of pin them in the middle. 1, 2, 3. This. That. And we go around the other side, and then we discover we haven't got enough bobbins because that's how this usually works. So we'll grab you two for a minute, and you go 1, 2, 3, and we steal a pin and put it in the hole. If we can find the blessed fecking hole, it's close enough. Another pin, and we stick it in the hole, and then 1, and we find a pin, and we stick it in the hole. Yep. And then grab these two. 1, 2, 3. Find a pin. holds that in place. That's a good thing. We liking that. It's the only problem with the bottom layer to an extent. But that's not a good bad thing. That's not a bad thing. So, I need to do the 2 edge ridges. So I think that we will 60 stick the middle bit here. You are the 2 for the edge, so that's fine. We'll stick you. And then we stick you. Although you are significantly bigger. For now, that's fine. We can stick you like that. And we can put you over there. And we'll put you over there. Because we need you and you. And we will do this. Like this. And we need over, under, yank, tweak, twisty, twisty, yank, twisty, twisty. 2 of you, 2 of you, fat one. 2 of you, 2, 2, 2. So yes, I'm getting kind of excited as to how this is going to work. Seems to be some fun and games going on. But there we go. Tweaky, tweaky, tweaky. Not sure I've got enough picot holes for this, but we'll soon find out. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't have enough picot holes. But that's a whole new story. Don't worry when we get to the bottom and we haven't got enough holes. Tweaky, tweaky. Cross, twisty, twisty. Cross, twisty, twisty. Middle, twisty, twisty. I was stealing pins, wasn't I? Tweaky, 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 cross, twisty, twisty, under, 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 over. So, tweak, crossy, crossy, tweak, crossy, crossy, tweak, crossy, 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 tweak, twisty, twisty, twisty. Right. Go over there for a minute. You get to do the thing. And you come up there, and you go. You slide all the way up there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Steal a pin. See, I've only got enough to do this picot, so I'm not quite sure what happens at the moment. I'm sure it all works out in the rush. Right, so you can go down a bit. Twisty, twisty. Squeak, squeak, twisty, 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 steal a pin, poke a pin, feels like that pin's awfully far out, but never mind, whatevs. Cross, twisty, twisty. Cloth stitch out to the edge. Twisty, twisty. Twisty, twisty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, that's far too low. I definitely managed to end up out of sync somehow. Because, well, there's another square there. But that's for the bottom ones. Oh, I suppose it is kind of right, actually. Blimey. I might actually have kind of got the holes right. Holy crap. Right. I do believe it's going to get complicated, though. I have no doubt in that. Because I've got to find 2 picots. But I don't have threads coming out for them. That could be interesting. Tweak, twisty, twisty, tweak, twisty, twisty. You see, these go in to this there. I might be able to come out and do that one, I guess. Not sure though. Matter. Muttering to myself. So, put you away for a minute. Actually, I should put you away as well, because I don't need you for now. And give you a bit of a tweak, and give you a bit of a tweak. So, now, let's undo you as we work through you. Goes there. Go in there. And then stop getting new pins when you've got plenty of old pins. What I can do is work back, go back and start doing the next layer, which is you, so I can get to the middle. That's you for the moment. Let's pop you over there for a minute. Oh, I've got backache already. That's never a good sign. I also rather stupidly didn't get me a new cup of Coke before I started, so it's looking a little low too. We'll worry about it's gone down the wrong hole a bit. Let's do this bit. So we have 2 outside, 1 thing, 2 inside, 1 outside. I need 4 of you. There's 3. There's number 4. You are ready, so under, tweaky, twisty, twisty, tweaky, twisty, twisty. Do the magic 4 thing. Cross, twisty, twisty. There. Oh, it really looked like that pin was already taken. Crossy, twisty, twisty. Crossy, twisty, twisty. Giving that up. Everybody gets a bit of a tug. Cross, twisty, twisty. Cross, twisty, twisty. I've been trying to work on 2 different laptops today, and I don't really have anywhere to put them, so it's been getting a bit complicated. We will get there in the end. You. Yeah, I have some confusions about the next bit, but she made it look really, really simple. So don't be such a dumbass. You need to do the twisty thing. That's why it was looking funny. Of course, I know what I didn't do. I didn't snug everything up a bit. Let's do a bit of that. Let's try this twisty thing again. Right. Okay, 1, 2. Back the way you go. No, that's not where you needed to go. And now I can't see you. Yes, it is. It is where you used to go. I thought I'd put it in the wrong place. I'd put it in as part of the diamond below, but I didn't. temporarily have a stick for safety, because we like giving you sticks, because it keeps you quiet. And now I need to do you. So, crossy, twisty, twisty, twisty. Cross, twisty, twisty, twisty. Cross, twisty, twisty. Cross, twisty, twisty, twisty. Move you over there a minute. And across. 1, 2, 3. Bin. Put you over there a minute. And go back to the start, which is you. Now it's you. Actually, I want to roll you back. This is slightly too large for my hand to roll easily. It does, I do make a bit of a meal of it. There we go, it's a bit better. It's a bit more on top now. Last ground stitch. 1, 2, 3. Right. So now for the complicated bit. I think it's the short answer. Let back calm down a little bit. In the video, she makes the same kind of edging that she's done all the way down the side here, which I'm going to be trying to do. But in this little thin, tiny, tiny wafer thin strip here, where there are 2 bobbins, she introduces a third, and then after doing some shenanigans, she tucks a pair to the back. And she says, when she gets to the bottom and she does her thing, she goes, "You can chop them off as long as you don't chop the lace." You're not even knotting them? Oh no. I just foresee it falling apart if I do that. I really do. Oh, I've got a yawn. I'm terribly sorry. As I say, it's been a bit of a week. So, time to brave on. This is going to be harder than I thought. I know it is. I just know it is. Psyching myself up mentally. Main problem is visibility. And being confident that what I need to do now is actually what I need to do, and not some half-baked stupid idea that my brain's come up with that is actually bears no resemblance to the original intention whatsoever. Which of course can be a thing. So I need to go through here. You're a gimp. Where's the other gimp, Daddy? Worry about you in a second. Okay. That's under, cinch, cross, cinch, twist. Right. Let's do the thing. Oh dear me. I do apologise, but every time I go to stream, it's almost like it's a Pavlov scenario. When I go to stream, I start yawning. I've been fine all day. Not a single yawn. Not one. Not even remotely tired. I turn the camera on. Yawn, 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 yawn. So I do apologise that I have the yawns. I do consider it rather rude to yawn in your faces, but at the same time I can't seem to stop myself, so there is kind of that. Ping. Co-worker says... My co-worker started getting random parcels addressed to someone else. He's worked out who it was. Right. Big frigging yawn. Now where was I? Because of course now I've yawned, answered a text, I've completely forgotten where I got to. So I need to close you. Right. 1, 2. Oh seriously, I can't. If I yawn anymore, all I'm going to do is yawn. There need to be a few words in between the yawns. Come on, brain, you're not short of oxygen. There is plenty going round. It's the wrong pin. You can go away. Go in there. Snuggy, snuggy, tuggy, tuggy. Bully, bully. Now, this one gets to work slightly differently. So you come round to like this. 1, 2. 1, 2. And you go round 1, 2 more. Yes. And then you come under that one and under that one to here. Why is that then? than this. It's because I need to make them go inwards. So, pulley, twisty, twisty, twisty. Actually, no, double twisty, twisty, twisty. Because you can't go straight in, to be honest. And this is where shenanigans happens. So, we are going to put some sticks in, because, well, shenanigans is going down, and I don't want to wreck anything else. So, let's stick you. Oh, I'm terribly sorry, people. Terribly sorry. It's very rude. But I can't seem to stop yawning, so... This is, of course, a form of de-stress, and yawning can be a de-stressor, which is probably partly the problem. But even so, that's still not much of an excuse. So now, what happens next is going to be, well, it's probably going to break. It's probably going to completely screw this up. But we work to the edge anyway, and we snug, and we snug. We put that over there a minute, and that over there. We try and work out where the fuck the hole is. It's there. No, it's crossing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We get a pin. Do the twirl. Do the twirl. And we put it in that hole there, I think. And pull you round like that. 1, 2. Then we go 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that. Now this is where I'm slightly more confused, because I don't know. No, I don't twiddle those. So now I go through 3. 1, 2, 3. And I get to the edge, and I cinch you up like this, like this. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we steal a pin. And we do the twiddly. Twiddly. And we put you in there. No, preferably a bit more straight than that, maybe. And you come round. That's it. And you kind of in there like that. And you go to the middle. You twist it twice. 1, 2. You go into the middle. Now, I don't honestly remember if she chucks spares out now or not. It would make sense that she does. So, let me have a quick look. You watch this bit, hang on. Twiddly, yeah. Does she chuck one out? So she does. Right, she throws these out the way. And when I mean she throws them, I mean she actually does. So let's push you down a bit more. And she literally takes you and puts you out the way, like that. Just be easier on a round pillow. So that there's now 3. And then she takes these. And we've got 2 pairs. We need 2 more. Which we have 2 more. They're here. There they are. And you go over, under, over, under. Pull you up a little bit. You 2 go there. You're a spare pair. Your thing. You're going to be in the way even though you're really not. You 2. And then there's you 2. But I need you to be really cinched up. And it feels like you can't be. Because you need to go round the top. It'll work out when we do the thing. So you need 2 twists. And you go to the edges. You go to the edges. And we do the thing. 1, 2. And then we steal a pin. And we push you right up here. Because back here is where you go. Like that. And then we cinch everybody up to go around it like this. And then we go diddy thingy diddy diddy. And then we pick a pin. And we do you. And we go doody doody. Twisty, we steal another pin. You go in this corner over here, and we go cross, twisty, twisty, in the middle, cross, twisty, twisty, find a pin, down the bottom, pulley, pulley, cross, twisty, twisty. Right. Oh. Seemed a lot less bother when it was at the top, but of course you had slightly better visibility of it back then. I think that's half the problem, is the distinct lack of visibility to an extent, and seeing what you're doing. I have a bit of a plethora of dogs. I know what's wrong. I'm not sitting on my thing. Hang on a sec. I ought to go and get my drink as well, because I've kind of run out. I drank it. I will also need to get caffeined one. Come on, move, dogs. Move. That's better. Last me felt a bit weird. I've got a nice big fat cushion that I sit on. Raises me up a little bit. Makes me look further down on it. But also, just it's nicer on the butt. So this goes 1, 2, 3 and 4, which seems incredibly strange, I know, but it does, because we go twisty, 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 but you come back this way, going under, over, and you're too long. How can you be suddenly too long? It's because everyone else is shorter, I guess. And then we cinch you up a little bit and go twisty, 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 twisty. And put you down. And you 2 are ready for the next bobble at the bottom. While I now do... Why is this so uneven? There we go. Liz does it again. So Liz goes through 1, 2, 3 now. And then we She must expel another pair at this point. Hang on, let me watch the... She did go through three. It's not my imagination. But what she does do is she does all of her picots at the end. So, let me do this picot. Let me do this one. Otherwise, this is... I'm really going to screw this up. So, let me do this one. There's one there. Feels awfully close to the last one. It's not. Just seems awfully close to the last one. And you go around like that. And then we push you in like that. Like that. 1, 2. And then it goes in. And we cinch you up like this, just for good measure, and you two go out the way, like that. So there's 3 of you. So now, let's continue on with the little squiggles to the middle, because we need 4 of you. Put you over here, and you go under, over, under. And we give you a cinchy and a twisty, twisty, and another twisty, twisty. And we do another thing. 1, 2. Definitely these seemed way easier the other end. Right, and that's you bar down to the middle one, and you come under, 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 over, under, and you go over, under, over, under, over, under. Hang on, that might be enough. Hang on. Back one. 2, 4, that's it. Now you get snugged. 1, 2. 1, 2. Get in there, peoples. Get in there. I have a feeling this does not look as good as it's going to at the bottom. But as we all know, I suck at finishing these things, so sucking at the bottom is not a new thing for me. So let's finish some of these picots, because I'm sorry, but having them dawdle is not good for my soul. So let's make you a bit longer, because you're a bit shorter. Right. Even though I'm pretty sure you're out soon. Right. So, through 3, we cinch everybody up a bit. Give everyone a good tug. Give everyone another good tug. 2, 3, 4, 5. Steel pin. Hole. Now, you the same hole, different hole, each direct hole. Good there. You come around like that. This is not going to be the world's best pico, but none of my picos are, so it's really not that surprising. 1, 2. 3, and then we cinch you up, cinchy, 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 no twisty, twisty, get rid of you in the middle, try and put you round the pin so we kind of keep those two together, then we do, out to the edge, cinchy, cinchy, getting harder by the minute because I really need you at an angle and you're not, and then cinchy, cinchy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, steal a pin, twiddly, twiddly, find a hole, pull you down and round it like that, come on, twiddly, twiddly. Sort yourselves out a bit, there you go. 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3. Cinchy, 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 cinchy. Give everyone a tug. Squish you a lot down because you're wobbling. Right. And chuck you two out. That. Got 2 more to go. Oh, I have got enough holes. Getting a bit paranoid about some of these holes. Now I will preface that she makes a tail on her bookmark, and we all know I don't do tassely things, so I'm a little bit you're a gimp. How are the 3? 2, 2, 2, 2. I've gone 1 too fast, haven't I? You must be a bit out of it. So, you go through 3. Cinchy, cinchy. Cinchy, cinchy, cinchy. Cinchy, cinchy, cinchy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, number 5. Make you longer because your friend's longer. Right. Go 1, 2, 3. And we cinchy, cinchy. chucky. Right. That doesn't add up. Yes, it does. I hope you were part of that. Yeah, you were part of that. That's alright. It's just that you're short. Phew, I thought I'd thrown 3 for a minute. I'm sure I only threw 2. Did I throw 3? Let's have a look. I can't see shit because everything's so small. Did I throw 3 or 2? No, I threw 2. That's okay. It's okay. Panic over. Panic over. It's just that, well, you should be twisted, really. And you're not. But then you're the edge one, so that's fine. But then some of you look unnecessarily kind of twisted, and it looks really wrong. So I want them back. I want my baby back. If you've never heard the world's worst record show, that will not mean a thing to you. It was a challenge that a particular DJ did back in, I think it was the 90s, and he recorded some of the worst records that he could get his hands on. I actually really liked some of them. They were shocking. I mean, don't get me wrong, none of them were ever going to be number 1, but I did quite like them. Some of them had character. That's the word for them. So, let's see. So you feel out of control. Like nothing happened to you that should have done. So let's try and unmap this a little. Undo Pico, because I can't see shit for Pico. You need to go. So you came through 2, but you didn't. I need to come through 3, which is what I've just undone, which is fine. And then we need to scooch it. Mind you, I've just undone my Pico, haven't I? So let's put you back for the Pico, because, well, the Pico is a requirement after all. See, you just seem to be from nowhere. You just don't seem to be from where I think you'll be. So you to repair, you to repair. Let's unfaff you two a bit. You possibly go with that one now. Let's try and... This is where nothing ever makes sense, because you're trying to undo it, and you can undo it, but you're going, I certainly never did that to it. Right, so there's 3 pairs lying flat. I need to do my Pico again, which is fine, because that's fine, we knew that, that's why we were undoing it, so that we knew where we were at. But except I can't see, because, well, I've changed the angle now, and now I can't see what I'm doing. Need it a bit more towards me than that. There you go. Well, that helps hugely. I need to get in my head. I need to get my head in. To make sure I only get round 1 pin. There we go. Round 1 pin like that. Keep it down. 2. Cinch it all up like this, and you now go round the pin. No, not round that pin. Round those pins to go over there. So those are all now neat and tidy. Those are our 3 edge pins. Excuse me. And these are our next ones. Now, This looks confused already. So let's have a look. Put you out there because for some reason you've gone through there. You haven't been used, so you need to go. Let's see. You come back one sec. And you come back one sec. So hard when your back hurts because you moved like 1 mm. Don't get old, people. Do not get old. I know the alternative is not as much fun, but to be honest, this much backache, the alternative is quite appealing on occasions. No one tells you when you're young. They always say youth is wasting on the young, and it's very true. If I had the energy of my little self, things would be good, especially the lack of backache, right? So you need to go under these two, and you need to go, you need to get under this one and under this one, because that's how you get your thing. You two then need to go 1, 2, like that, and then we need 2 more. Now, we can't do the middle, so we're going to stick you up with your friends here and do the other side. Big stick of swooping. Boink. And we'll put there for a minute. So, we now actually can put you in here for a minute because we don't need you for a couple of minutes. So we'll put you back in here so I don't get all confused. Like that. You get to go over there and you get to come here. She also kind of sarcastically goes, once of course you take it off the pillow, you are free to trim these threads, but don't trim the bookmark. No shit. No shit, lady. Of course you don't want to trim the bookmark. You want to break it. You've just spent 3 months making it. Be half-witted to chop it in half now, wouldn't it? Over under. So, you come down the side there like that, and you go twisty, 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 twisty. So, boopy. Poke. Give everyone a nice poke because it holds everything in place. Twisty, twisty. Cross, twisty, twisty. Still a pin. I wonder if the World's Worst Record Show's still on copyright. I've got a real hankering to listen to it now. Pokety, pokety, pingedy, pingedy. What's my nothing, can't wait. Don't get me wrong, not all the records that appeared in the album, The World's Worst Record Show, or whatever it was. I'm sure it's the World's Worst Record Show. Are works of art. Many of them are just shit. One, basically, the guy starts off and by the end of it he's just screaming. And not in a good wailing screaming manner. We are talking the just screaming kind of scream. But there are quite a few funny ones in there, which of course are the good ones. See, how are you longer and they shorter? Okay, now we've got to try and do this in reverse. So, you twisty, 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 twisty. You now go out. I'm sure some of those other ones were supposed to be twisty, twisty too. Almost certainly. But right here, right now, we're doing the best that we can. It's not like she writes down instructions. You do the twisty twisty thing. You find a hole. There's one. And it just came flying off the top. Hold on. A bit of a twist. So you now go around that way. Like that. 1, 2. And come back in. 1, 2. 3. Oh no, we don't do the third one yet. Not doing the third one yet. Because you are the third one. So, scoochy, scoochy. Scoochy, scoochy. We don't twist you. So she says she thinks she hasn't twisted it. And then we send you through the 3. Like that. And you scooch it up. And you tweak all the tweaky things. Scooch you up like this. Scooch you up like this. And I do 1, 2, 3, 5. Still a pin from somewhere. All sticking up, so you'll do bent for a minute. There's the shadow. Scoochy, scoochy. Find the next hole. It seems to be there. Need to go round. We can't see the pin. Yes. Right. Some of these pins are really hard to see. You go through 3. 1, 2, 3. I'll make you a bit longer. And then you scooch you up like this. Scoochy. You're off the other pins. Scoochy. And we get rid of you. Round that pin there. And over there. So then number 3. You can be a bit shorter because how you got so long in comparison. Thank you. Right. All we need 4 of you. Like you 4. You could be a bit longer. And you could be a bit longer. Oops, a bit too long. Right, and you go under, over, under, over. Yes, yes you do. And then go crossy, twisty, 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 twisty. And we move you over there for a little bit, and we do the magic four. Twisty, twisty. Oh. Always feels like someone like the dogs kicked me between the shoulder blades. Nearly there, you know. I think we've got 3 bubbles. This is, well, 2.5 bubbles to go. No, not there, there. Crossy, twisty, twisty. Let's put you 2 down, because, oh, that's a thing. And then, crossy, twisty, twisty. Grab a pin. Twisty. You get 2 or 1 there. I still can't tell. Hang on. And then twisty. It's like I'm lying down on my front and there's a dog with its paw claw right in my back. I still stop yawning, but that's probably because I hurt. And so this goes under 1, 2, and you come under 4. 1, 2. Over you, under you, and under you. And yes, I'm aware that there is still quite a big pile of bobbins in the middle, and yet I only technically need 6. No, maybe 8 to meet in the middle, not the vast array of bobbins that I currently seem to have. But as I said, I don't really want a tail on it, so I'm not quite sure how to avoid that at this time. I think you get 2. But we work through the 3. Sit up there for a minute. You get all cinched. Closer than that. There we go. You get all cinched up like this. Then we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Find a pin. We do the thing. Side of that, which is you. There you go. And then you can go down a bit. 1, 2. Like that. And then cinchy, cinchy. Cinch. Cinch. Yoink. Yoink. Just for good measure. And then you 2. Around the pin. You go for what? Oh, that was the previous ones, but there we go. I know there are some. And then you two also get to do the things. And we, all that. And we do the 1, 2, 3. Yes. We cinch you up as much as we can. Yes. You, because you always seem to do that. Give you a bit of a tweak like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get a pin. Do the twiddle. Do the twiddle. Find a pinhole about there. Get another string thing. Give it a poke. 2. 1, 2, 3. Like that. Cinchy, cinchy. Chucky, chucky. Slidey, slidey. Next 2. 2 more swellies to go. And we pull it back in. This is the nearest to the more practical bottom that we've got with many of the lace making things, because too many of them, as we all know, just say kind of gather them up and tie them in a knot. So from that point of view, you know, kind of cool with it, but at the same time, kind of still wish that there was better ways to end it than tying a kind of tassel thing. So you go through 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You come back through 2. 1, 2. It's 4 in the middle. Yep. You see, why aren't there just 4 of those? Because of course the answer is there's the pile on the edge, isn't it? It's the pile on the edge and the extras. 1, 2. 1, 2. Let's do the thing. Work to the edge. You can move over a bit. And you. Scoot you. That made me jump. That's in 3 minutes. 1, 2, 4, 5. Get a pin. A scooch. Find a pinhole. Like that. And try and find the pin with the other half. There we go. Yeah, 1, 2, and do 1, scooch. Big scooch. Because you know to be scooch quite well. And then we grab you two and we say sayonara to you. And you go over there. You now get to do your bit. I'm so near. I'm so near. I only have the bobble at the bottom to do, I think. Can't see through all the haze of shenanigans, but let's do this bit and do the last picot for this chunk. So, scoot. Big scoot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still a pin. Twiddle. Missed. Twiddle. And find a hole. There's a hole. And go around. Yeah, stop telling me the ads are coming. I'm fucking well aware that the ads are coming. You mentioned it like 20 times. Twisted, but I don't think it overly matters really. 1, 2. Don't think it's going to save anybody, so like that. Just makes the scooching harder if they're twisted. Like that. Scooch. You come round out the way. So we now have a colossal pile of bobbins. And we need to do some major shenanigans. Now, 1, 2, 3. You are the outside, you are the outside. You need to meet in the middle, but there are too many pairs. No, there's not. No, there's not too many pairs. I'm just being a douche. We like it when I'm being a douche. Right, ads are running, so I'm going to go and momentarily grab a drink because I didn't prepare properly. So let's... Right. So, you are the outside, and you are the inside, but I need to cross you and then untwist you, because you shouldn't be twisted, and then I go under you, over you, under you, over you, so that you're that side, and you go over you, under you, over you, under you. that side. Right. Hopefully you're all back. We have the last thing of 4 to do. Now, I've got my 2 gimp threads together on the outside of the 4. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Look, so we do the middle one. 2. Steal a pin. Well, whatever you are chewing in your face, will you stop it, dog? Both my dogs grind their teeth. And all you hear is and you're like, it's really annoying at night. It's like dogs licking at night. If you have dogs, we all know that nothing on this universe other than dog retching is more annoying at night than dog licking something. It is your... I mean, I'm not particularly phobic about people eating, but you listen to a dog licking and you can really get why people have a problem, right? Because it really just is absolutely obsessively noisy and irritating and everything. And you're like, if you don't shut up, I'm going to slap you into next year. You know, it is an infuriating sound like no other. But them grinding their teeth, you know that there's lots of body noises that you're fairly confident that only you hear. Well, I can tell you now, if you're a teeth grinder, no, that's not one of them. I originally thought they did it because maybe their teeth hurt. But no, they both do it, and it's just really irritating. Now, finding the holes at the bottom of this for the final picos is going to be a challenge, because it's looking a little second-hand. I don't quite know why, because, well, I mean, there are some holes, and I can see some holes, but I'm not sure I can see all the holes that I require. So, now, she does them individually, but I don't see how that gains her anything. But I'm going to join her and do what she does, which is then take this and kind of stick it over here like this. In fact, I'm going to get some pins and hold them out the way like this. She takes this one and it goes... Why is that over that one? That should be under that one, surely. This does not look... Oh, no. This does not look like it's to plan. Fuck. Why are you skinny? You shouldn't be skinny. Not back there, anyway. Did I put things back in the wrong place? Is that what went wrong? Now is not the time to be screwing up your gimp threads, people. Right. Got a couple of twists, you've got a couple of twists. You're the bottom, you need another twist. You're alright. Let's make you a bit longer. So, you need to come over, under, over, under, over, under, over, under. because it's hard to pull on you and get you to go through things. Cinchy, 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 cinchy. Right. You now need to go under, over, under, over, under, over, under, over. And you get to be up there and cinchy, cinchy. You now come round and go under, over, under, over, 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 and back. And realistically, you should have a pin of your own too. Let's put you there and find where the fat one is. There's the fat one. Come on, fat one. Come on. Out of there. Okay. You can dangle down there for a minute. Right. And finally, under, over, under, over, under, over, under, over, and up through there and out. So we've now got our 2 gimp threads, and now we get to twist them. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Because that pins the gimp thread down. So we've got you 2, you 2, you 2, you lot. Right. So we've got 3 here, and we take you out through 3. 1. And we cinchy, cinchy. Didn't cinch up very much though, did you? And then you cinchy, cinchy quite a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we try and find a hole to put you in. Round about. And there's a hole about there. Right. Like that. And you come round, and I need you to go around this pin that way, like that. That's it. And you snug down like that and go 1, 2, and you come back 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Right. Cinchy. You're off. Cinchy. Like that. Chuck you. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Grab a pen. How am I so sore? You go there, and you come down because you're not one. And I need you to go around. Just you. That's it. Like that. Down you go. Like that. 1, 2. Right. Like that. And like that. So, now I need to manage to do the same on the other side, which is never as easy as it sounds, as we all know, because it just never is. Nearly there, people. Celebrations. I really don't want a tail at the bottom. I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do to avoid a tail at the bottom. Right. So, right to the edge. Might keep it longer because you're short. Cinchy, cinchy time. Cinchy. Cinch. Cinchy, cinchy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Grab a pin. Do the thing. Find a hole. I can't see any holes at all. There's a hole there. Not sure that's the right hole. It's a hole. There you go. Like that. And you are all puckered up for some reason. There you go. That's a bit better. Right. There you go. Down a bit. There you go. 1, 2. 3. Cinchy, cinchy. Cinchy, cinchy. Chucky, chucky. And you're a bit short too. And we will do cinchy, cinchy. Cinchy, cinchy. Cinch. 1, 2, 4, 5. Penny, penny. Twisty, twisty. Find the last hole that you can find, which looks to be, maybe. And you go around it that way. And you sniggle and try and work out why. Once again, it looks like there's a. Oh no, sort it out. Right, you go down like that. So, 1, 2, dink, 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 dink. 1, 2. Oh no, we're missing one. So we need to go. Cinchy. Chucky, chucky. So how come I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 that side, 1, 2, 3 this side? Because I didn't chuck a pair. Because I didn't chuck you. That's why. So I'm going to chuck you now. So now I have 6 pairs. And I really don't want to have a tail. There is one obvious answer. That's you, cinchy, cinchy. And you are caught round something, because I can see you here. Being stupid. I know, it's you. It's taken an odd path. That's alright then. So, number 2 comes through. We too need cinchy, 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 and then we take the last pair through. Like that. And we cinchy, 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 cinch. So we now have a slight point on the bottom that's kind of a little odd, but not half as fucked up as I thought it was going to be. So, we are going to have to do some kind of thing. So we're going to take these and we're going to do left over, right and round. Yeah, does the same one twice, but you know. And we then make these really long because we haven't decided what we're doing yet. Like this. We then get our pair of scissors and we choppy the buggers off. Chop! And put those bobbins there for a minute. I haven't really got space for bobbins at the moment. Let me put the sticks somewhere. Where can I put the sticks? I'll put the sticks there for a minute. So, it gives us a bit more space for some bobbins. Move my phone. Right. Then we take these pins out and we lift these up and we kind of know that we should be able to take them off, but we're not going to yet. And then we find all these bobbins and we take you out of all of there and we snip you. And we take you bobbins out of here, including you, and we snip you and place you in the big pile of bobbins. And then we undo some of those and we steal all the pins back into my little tray. And I haven't chopped these off yet. I will. Let's chop these off. So chop you two off, and we chop you two off, and we pull out all the pins. Nice. Bully, bully. There's a song where it's bully, bully, but I don't remember any more than the bully, bully. I don't even know why he says bully, bully. I just remember that he does. And every time I say pulley, pulley, that's all I'm hearing in my head. Oops, pin's gone through the hole. That's fine. Pick it up later. So, it's the first time I've done an end like that on a bookmark. So we shall see how that turns out, because, well, I followed her instructions. I'm not convinced, but I have followed her instructions. As I said, part of the joy of doing this is you follow the instructions the first time, and then the next time round you go, I ain't doing that bit again. Just kick the table with my ingrained toenail. That really hurt. Sorry about that. That was painful. Right. Pulley, pulley, and pulley, pulley. This is when we discover how many of my picos died, which, you know, frankly, if more than one survives, I'm really kind of impressed. And in fact, a lady who makes a lot of money writing books and being very knowledgeable on lace actually said to me, if you've got more than one, if you've got even one that worked, you did well, right? So that's kind of the standard we need in life. You know, you like the positive thinking of, frankly, if you manage any, you're a hero, you know. So I'm statistically thinking I've got a few. Some of them felt like they went all right. Some of them I'm really sure I screwed up. So, but I'm pretty sure I got some of them all right. Another pin's made a bid for freedom. It's right, there's a wooden board under here, so they're not going that far. So I don't have to worry about the dogs standing on them, which is a good thing. This is when I discover I'm mega screwed up somewhere at the bottom, isn't it? I did quite well earlier, and I was feeling rather pleased with myself that I did all right. This is when you get to the bottom here and realise you completely mullered a chunk somewhere, and there's great gaping holes in it or something. something a bit funky going there, that's for sure. Some loose threads. Considering how much I thought I tightened them all the time, apparently I failed just here because there's a little loop floating around of pointlessness, which is really disappointing because I think it's the biggest mistake on it. Right. Down into the edge pieces, I think. Now, she doesn't actually really show how she trims the gimp and everything, but they're overlapped, so it shouldn't be an issue. Believe, that's what we need. We need to believe. Right. And many of those will just be snip-head, but I think before I completely butcher it, I'm going to take a picture of it, because it never hurts to have a picture before, while it still looks good on the thing. Alright. Half my thumb's just come off. And now we take out the edge pins. And this is where we discover just how badly we really did. So, let's take these out. Come on, and you'll come. It's your time for freedom. Down the side. Yep, those early picos are shocking. But then I don't like picos, so I was never going to be pleased. Well, I was never going to be going, hey my goodness, they're perfect. Because even if they are, I still hate them. So. Picos don't come out of pins very well. And most of these picos are ugly. Now, as I said, I know I don't like picos and I think they're ugly anyway. But even for pico, I know the phrase is only their mother could love them. Yeah, well, as technically their mother, I'd like to recant that, say that is a pile of doo-doo. And that no, its mother does not love it. Not in this situation. I mean, some of them are holding, some of them are semi-pico-like, some of them. Not all of them, by a long stretch. There's a good fucked up one. Yeah. But as I said, if lady says that even one good one is you did well, I can feel proud of myself because some of them actually look like picos. Pull that round a little bit so I can get a bit angle. Now, pulling out through tails is not an easy game for everybody because you'd want to pull the tail as well. Or the lace. Well, it's not that fragile, but at the same time you don't want to piss it off, you know. Right, we are free. And other than that really big loop there, which is kind of irritating, and a couple of really fucked up, well actually quite a number of really fucked up picos actually. But there are some that are pico. Now, I've got some trimming to do, so bear with me while I trim a few ends, trying to trim them as neatly and delicately as my little soul is able, which is not very, to be honest. I'm not very good at being dainty and delicate. And I don't want to be too brash and kind of chop unnecessarily. I also don't want to leave too much poking up because, well, rabbit ears and all that kind of stuff. I don't know which is the right side, but the bottom looks just as good as the top at the moment, so. What? Because some of them are and some of them aren't. You, I think, are a no, so you can go. There's a bit of a loop there, and I don't know quite why there's a bit of a loop there, but we have a bookmark. Is it a thing of beauty? No. Is it going to win any awards? Hell no. Is it mine? Yes. Am I reasonably pleased with it? Yes, actually. Many of the Picos actually look like Picos. Not that I like them, but many of the Picos look like Picos. So let's have a bit of a better look. Zoom in a little bit. Oops, I still do that the wrong way around. Actually, let me run it sideways because that's a little bit more visible for you. So that way I can zoom in more. Oops, wrong direction still. There you go. So there is my little bookmark. Bit of its tail. I don't know quite what I'm going to do with its tail. So let's pay Liz screwed up. Basically 90% of these Picos down the side. Some of them, so for example, there's a few here that are very Pico-like, and down here on this side, these last ones here are fairly Pico-like, but there are some really kind of fucked up ones along the edge. However, honestly, actually looks better in person because the little squiggles show up a little bit better in person than they do on camera. I mean, let me view it at a similar size to you, because at the moment it's a 2-inch square. I mean, the squiggles do show up on camera, but so do an awful lot of the mistakes. I mean, let's truly be honest. Let me grab a pointing device. What the hell is this? And this, and this, and this, and this, and, well, frankly, and as I said, round about here somewhere, one of them is, or is it the other side? Hang on. Yeah, this is the up side, so this is the side that we worked on. Here, there's this whole loop of stuff that shouldn't be there. And then there's a loop here of strange and unwanted behaviour. But, you know what? It's still not that bad, you know. I mean, you know, is it perfect? Hell no. But, you know, it is a bookmark. I mean, you know, it'll mark a place in a book. As I say, some of those Picos really do suck donkey doo-doo. And I am definitely not winning awards for this. But for a first effort, you know, as I say, first effort, I'm fairly pleased with that. Disappointed about the little loopy bit here, because of course can't really do anything about that now. Obviously got caught round a pin, because there's two of them. There's two bits that kind of make an additional swirly looking thing. They do lie fairly flat, I will grant them that. But as you can see, it kind of makes this extra swirly look here. But that's actually because if I get my scissors again, if I lift them up, there's actually two threads here, You can just make out that there's a second one. There's 2 threads, so if I pick them up and flap them, you can see that's what it's like the other side. There's these 2 threads here, and I can't really do a lot to hide that. That is now a unique and Liz-like feature of this bookmark. But as you can see, it is tiny, frankly. I mean, compared to a lot of things, I mean, you know, it disappears under 2 fingers pretty well. And in terms of length, I mean, I can't really put my first finger next to it too well, but you know, it's about the length of my middle finger, so it's quite tiny, as is told by the fact that my big fat fingers kind of. It is rather tiny. It's a bit tinier than, as I say, when I went, having watched her video, and you know, as we saw yesterday, you know, when she does this, it kind of covers most of her, you know, her hand barely covers it. Well, it's not real sized. So, my eye there is a little bit wonky, look. Not quite sure why, but it's slightly wonky. Nothing ridiculous. I mean, it stands out slightly, but not because you see the holes more than you see the eyes. Fair enough. So yes, even the funky edge back here, it doesn't look stuck to my finger. It's so light that it's stuck to the roughness of my fingers. But it really isn't that bad, you know. Really isn't. There you go. Well, on that note then, I guess today, that's the end of the stream. Tomorrow, I will be on holiday. Sorry, I will be no longer needing to go to work every morning, for I am on paid time off, to use the American phrase. Over here, we call it holiday. Well, it is quite bendy. Someone said that this lace is quite stretchy, and if you actually look, it kind of is. It's kind of weird. I guess that's part of the reason people used it for edging of clothes, because it's got a bit more give in it. So tomorrow, I guess we're back to triangles. I definitely am going to try and match my lace-8 program sizing with this. I think it's 1/16 of an inch. At a guess. I did try and measure it and work it out. It's so much harder than you think. You really would think it'd be quite easy. No, it's not. It's just not. It just is not. I can assure you. It should be, but it's not. Because lace-8 gives you two choices. You can have a distance straight or a distance diagonal. Now, the problem is, I think the diagonal's at 45 degrees, irrelevant of what angle you actually specify. Now, I haven't been able to prove that, because I haven't printed out 8,000 sheets of paper to see. But it does. When I put in 1/16 straight, so that would be, say, between that point and that point, it kind of worked out, although I'm pretty sure that was 2mm and that's not 1/16, but I tried 2mm and that was much bigger, which is part of the problem. You're sitting there going, so 1/16 of an inch is how many centimetres now? So it does get a little bit much. I will compare it. I will print some and compare it to that on some paper. But there we go. I am now going to take a lovely photo of this. Well, as lovely as it can get with all the mistakes in it. But we shall take a photo of that. And I want to try and do it from on top, because it is a bookmark. I want it to be fairly level. How does that look? Chopped its bottom off. It's the only problem with this, and I mean it with the best will in the world, is that because the light is so shiny, I can't really see the top of the screen. so I have to kind of guesstimate. I still managed to chop the bottom off a bit, and I swear, it's hard to explain. I mean, you can almost see my phone better than I can, right? Is that as I'm trying to line it up, obviously there's top and bottom that show on the thing. So part of your head says, well, it's just a mask, but it's kind of not, but it kind of is. So let's go with that. That should be better. That's a bit better. But you see, on the screen it showed like down to here, but it's actually only taken a photo to here, which is why I keep screwing it up, of course. That's a pretty good photo actually, it's nice and clear. That really is quite clear. There's a couple of strange of those little eye things, and as I say, those picos. Some of them are picos, some of them are distinctly not picos, some of them look more like fly-by-night bad pinning. And that really is me being kind to them. So yes, there we go. Until tomorrow. Oh, by the way, I've got a new phone case because I mullered the last one. I was cleaning the inside of this front protective panel, and how does it keep doing that? I pick it up and it keeps taking screen prints of itself. I know I've never really done this before. I've usually had to struggle to get it to do screenshots. Now nearly every time I press a button, it seems to be taking a screenshot. Anyway, triangles tomorrow. By the sounds of it, that's what we need. So, until tomorrow, I shall see you then. Bye-bye.